Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey everybody, it's April here again with the Phoenix Collective. It's Friday, July 5th. Okay, and we've got that new moon energy in Cancer coming about. And if you haven't watched that video yet, check it out. It kind of lets you know where to set your intentions for at least the next month, 28-day cycle. I'm out here at the Homeward Bound Animal Shelter, and they have just an amazing garden, and I kind of wanted to share this with you. Lately summertime for me is getting out and connecting with nature. It's really a time for getting back to who we are in connection with the ebb and flow of the world and the earth. And so I tend to read at gardens, and I've just been really finding some beautiful ones lately. And so the Homeward Animal Shelter used to be Yonker Farms. Once again, here is a North Dakota sunset in all of its beauty and splendor, and you just can't ask for more. This is the Homeward Bound Animal Shelter, formerly Yonker Farms, but they've got some really cool things going on, and I don't know if a lot of you in town have been out here. This is their greenhouse for their garden. They're doing all the work out here themselves, and then we've got a caged area for the animals to run and play. People can come out here, look at an animal, and then walk it in these beautiful gardens, and it's growing. All of this is growing, and they're adding on to it, but this has been one of my favorite places lately to come and read. The 5D elemental realm is so active here. Those of you that are really have stepped into that 4D, 5D energy will be able to see the fairies and the gnomes and all the elementals, because they are so happy here. They're nurtured and loved, and this place is taken care of. So, pick up after people this summer. If you see litter on the ground, pick it up. So this garden is Japanese inspired, okay? And it's very much a Zen garden. I say that this is a magical fairyland when I tell people about this place. And it's, you can't go wrong. Check it out. This is a place for true meditation and connecting. They even rake their gravel. If you guys can see that. Over here, it's a little more. Look at that sunset. Okay, look at that. Just a place to let go. And I believe these are all, let's see here. So yeah, these are all cherry trees. And as you walk over the bridge, you see more of that Zen splendor. Look at that. Right on. Right on. It's epic. Down here are the donations, okay, and the name plaques, or else, I don't know. Possibly they could be dead people, but they're all, who knows. I don't want to make a speculation on that, but this is the Fargo Botanical Gardens. Okay, I just went inside and chatted with the Homeward Bound Animal Shelter, and these guys are actually completely separate from them. But this back area that you see is actually where the Homeward Bound Animal Shelter is expanding, and they have a great relationship with these guys, because this is where people walk their dogs and bond with them and figure out the animal that's right for them. Okay, so come out here. These are all plants that are, indigenous to the area. I'm gonna go around in a circle real quick, but that's where I'm chilling. And I don't know if this goes all the way around, but there's a little, it does. Okay, so we'll go and check out there's a bunny. They're trying to trap the bunnies. The bunnies like to come in here and eat, but they've all gone next door across the way for the most part. So they release them elsewhere. Oh, you gotta see a frog jumping in there. I'm telling you, the elementals out here are fabulous. And this is the perfect place for, really just connecting with ourselves during this new moon energy in Cancer. There's a little footbridge. This actually has water that flows through it once a year during the runoff. Okay. But I like to come out here and meditate. This is another one of my meditation spots. It's up north by the airport. And here's where I sit. There's my little beefed up e-bike. On steroids. Boom. And this is our reading today, guys. So I will get that going for us. Boom. Hey guys, are you ready for some tarot? Okay, this is for you, July 5th, taking us into the weekend. It is Friday. Woo, woo. So, let's start off in the past position. What do we got going in past energy? This is the path. This is the old path tarot deck. So the names of the cards are not the same as the traditional Rider-Waite deck, but they have the same meanings. Okay, so the lone man, which is obviously this is the hangman. Okay, and you could think he's stuck, but fuck, that takes some skill, doesn't it, guys? Serious skill. I can't hang like that. No, not even gonna try. That takes balance and patience and dedication. Okay, and so a lot of times the people think that the hangman represents surrender and sacrifice and letting go. Yeah, it does, but it also represents like a time of reflection and transition and a need to pause. Now, in order to do this little number, right? Do you see the butterfly and the deer? That takes immense quiet and contemplation and mindfulness, right? To put yourself in that state of complete relaxation to be able to hang that way. All right, so that is in the past, and also with that energy, I pulled a clarifying card, which is a 6. This is a 6 of Pentacles, okay, or the 6 of Coins, whatever you want to call them. And that is a wealthy man in the picture, and he is handing out the coins, man. He's like handing it out because he's got it like that, right? But this represents a couple things, okay? It represents charity and prosperity, right? Generosity, also like that giving and receiving energy. So really, let's. This is a time when these two cards appear together. It suggests reflection and transition on and a reflection on our relationship with others. Okay, letting go and surrendering to the will of other people. Letting go and surrendering to the wills of others. Huh, weird. Are you giving and receiving in balance? Okay, and you might need to give back a little. All right, but how does that look? If you ain't got it like that, how do you got it? What do you have to give back? All right, so you can't be on one end of these or the other. Here's this duality again that I talk about so often, right? The shadow and the light aspects of everything. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes, so I'm gonna like scratch here for a minute. Okay, they like to bite my ankles. I swear to God, I'm like so scratched up. So the giving and receiving, like, okay, and this light and shadow aspects of it. Are you martyr? Are you giving too much and then getting angry about it? Balance that shit. Okay, are you taking too much? Give something back. If you don't have the moolah or the ching, if you ain't got it like that, then what do you have to offer, right? What are you doing? So just make sure that we have a balance in what we're doing and look at your relationships with others, okay? And this is past energy, but our past often, like, you know what I mean, that we take that with us into the future. Okay, so if we've been doing this what does our future look like right now with our relationship with others? Is that possibly a cue or an indicator of where things are? Maybe there's some strife. Okay. So currently in the present time, I pulled the wise one. Okay. This is the Hermit. The Hermit. And his shit's on fire. But luckily he's got a little stream right below him, so like he can put that fire out. Okay, so this, and there's a little bunny. Okay, so what this represents is that need to go within, right? Hermit mode, I call it. And the hermit mode's not like cutting off from the rest of the world, and it's not cutting off from the rest of the world and, you know, shutting yourself up and being depressed. Okay, because that shit ain't healthy. All right, so look at the light and shadow aspects of that too. Okay, are you going into hermit mode and not like and not dealing with your shit? Because hermit mode is about putting out those fires. Okay, and it's that internal time to be reflective and to reflect on what is serving you and what is not, and releasing that. Okay, to clarify on that card, we got the Ace of Cauldrons. All right, so when we got the Hermit and the Ace of Cups, that Ace of Cups always represents new beginnings. Okay, opening our heart and the potential that brings in spiritual growth. This is definitely that spiritual awakening energy that is, you know, that drives us into purpose. All right, there's a process. Okay, it starts with the dark night of the soul, complete loss and almost disconnect with our creator, and everybody else. Okay, and that usually drives us into that hermit mode where we're evaluating and questioning everything around us. Okay, and I see people going through that right now. Okay, people really close to me, almost wondering, like feeling lost. Okay, but it's all purposeful. Okay, this is an awakening. And even though it fucking seems torturous and like, what the fuck is the purpose? It's very purposeful. Okay, that loss and destruction and that complete devastation, and where everything seems to be going wrong, is pushing us into finding meaning and purpose behind it. All right, and that's what this Ace of Cauldrons energy is all about. Okay, it's pushing us into those fields, leaning into it, right, or walking directly into it, depending on your energy. As an Aries, I fucking charge horns first into everything, unafraid, and it's that dragon energy. So yeah, so this is beautiful shit. I say that all the time, but it is. The future looks confusing. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna lie or sugarcoat it, or, you know, I am not one of those tarot card readers that takes all the bad cards out of the deck and only gives you good things because it makes people happy. The world's not like that. It doesn't work that way. Oh my God, I'm getting bit up. Blech. The world doesn't work that way. Okay, and this is the beautiful thing about tarot. If you don't like something you hear, change it. Okay, I don't have the ability to tell you things that are not changeable. I wouldn't be able to see those. I'm not able to see those things. If it's something that's written in stone and written in the Akashic records, that's charted and predestined and guaranteed, I don't have access to that yet. Yet. Okay, I mean, I really feel like on my own spiritual evolution, especially with my Jupiter being in the 12th house, Gemini, I feel like like this is my year of spirituality and my spiritual growth. So and my spiritual gifts are definitely each day enhancing with clarity that Ace of Swords energy. And that's also because the more that you stay on path, the more that you do the next right thing, when in the face of diversity or like aversion and fucking strife and conflict, remaining true to purpose and doing the right thing, the more lessons I learn, the more blessings I receive. So I definitely feel like I've been talking to spirit going, I want some access to that shit. So hopefully that happens. My manifestation skills have, like, I'm the magician now. I've like embodied that white planetary magician energy of the Mayan dream spell that I was born under. And I'm starting to be able to manifest in the 5D now and not in the 3D, which is like so much more powerful. And I don't, I know what is mine and what is my birthright and what is coming up. So anyway, it's definitely been a good road. And hey, we all have this right as humans, and this, I want to remind you that this world is ours for the taking. All of it. Everything that you see is yours. That's your right. You can do whatever you want. You just have to go after it. There's nothing you can't have or can't do. Just believe it. We're the only ones that limit ourselves. Okay? So, it's true. That's common sense and public knowledge for those of you that want to discredit that statement of common knowledge. But it makes sense, and it's common sense. So it's common. Okay, so future. The future looks confusing, all right? So we're stuck in a couple different energies, and really, I think one is the energy we're stuck in, and the other one is a possibility, okay? So we've got that Five of Cauldrons. Okay, the Five of Cauldron is a lack mindset. Okay, that's that pain and loss and difficulties with those closest to us. It can also be a sense of betrayal or disappointment, struggles. Okay, and so I see in the future, I see some struggles with our personal relationships, people around us. All right, but then check this fucking shit out. Right? We've got the Three of Cups. And so what that tells me is that the three of Cups is hope and healing and, a strong foundation. Okay, it's that socializing and family energy, and so what I'm seeing is that even though we're going to have some difficulties coming up here with some people close to us, that you're in a solid place. You're in an okay place to have that, all right? Because really, this is all a hell of our own making, right? Is what Spirit's telling me, that these difficulties. I pulled bottom of the deck energy to try and figure out what's hidden here from this reading. What is the overall problem? Because bottom of the deck energy doesn't lie. It's a fucking tattletale. It's the tattletale card, man. That's what I'm calling it from now on. It tells me what's hidden. So what's the true fear and base of what's going on here? And once again, what do I get? The guides. I get the devil. Okay, the devil represents materialism, addictions, all of those things that are here to tempt us, the temptation, okay? So what I see is that we've got some addictive behaviors or issues or something going on here, all right? And most of my, I gotta say that my collective, we definitely got this, okay? I definitely have a lot, and I love you all. I'm included in this, recovering addicts and alcoholics and those that are here on a spiritual journey of going through that. Now we only go through that because we are here to experience as humans, right? And balance ourselves and we have to have that experience or we can't relate to others, right? I fucking love my friends, those still suffering and those not suffering, those still partying, like, right? They're not, some of you are not suffering, okay? That's fine, you're having a good time still, and whatever, what have you, I love all of you on this journey, and I can relate, and so I'm not judging, right? But when it interferes with our personal relationships, and that's when we need to step back and look at that, okay? But it looks like we have some found a firm foundation, and this is part of our struggle with figuring out our internal self, battling through that addictive behavior. All right, we're gonna have setbacks, and we, but we need to learn from them. All right, so. All right, guys, don't abuse your friends. Don't abuse the people that love you. Get your shit together. And it only is okay so long as we are learning from it and growing, all right? Otherwise, it's a problem. So ask yourself that. Am I learning? Am I growing? Am I making changes and being reflective? Am I learning from my mistakes, or do I keep making them? Because people won't stick around all that long. All right, they can, I often say, I'm gonna love my people no matter what, but I don't have to be in their life to love them. I can love them from way the fuck over here, and they can be way the fuck over there, because it's safer. It's safer for me to love from a distance for some people, okay? And our paths might go that way, and theirs is way the fuck over there, and mine is way the fuck over there, and that's a safe distance. Maybe they'll intersect again, who knows? But be gentle with yourself under this Cancer moon, though, okay? Love and nurture and hold up the people around you. Don't beat them down, and because they do that enough themselves. So we don't need to be judging people, right? Because there's no point in that. That creates separation when we should be nurturing those, especially in our divine. If you're a divine feminine, that is our job, okay? Is to put out. I've been stepping a lot into my masculine energy and like thinking fight, but masculine energy equals conflict when it comes to that, and it manifests in fighting between the male and feminine energy. So for the divine feminines out there, put out your lights, okay? Don't chase, attract, okay? We don't chase, we attract our energy. And the more that a divine feminine goes after and chases after the divine masculine, the more he'll push back. Okay, so send out those nurturing vibes, work on yourself. Okay, that feminine energy is always working on themselves internally. They are the ones that, I can't even tell you that, but it's how it is, okay? The feminine energy is that spiritual teacher, and through her spiritual journey, she heals her masculine, right? Because a lot of times that whole disconnect for the masculine and the feminine energy when they first meet will usually be a bam, like pretty fucking intense, like usually passionate, like real, like explosive energy, right? And then typically that masculine energy will pull back, okay? And that's because he gets freaked the fuck out by that divine energy. Most people, that would be their first encounter, right, with that divine energy, and it's fucking a little bit overwhelming, especially in a feminine that stepped fully into her divine, the sacred feminine energy, and he will start to feel not good enough, okay, and he will start looking out at everything, finding faults, and it will be very, and the more the feminine energy attacks, the more that you'll get that pushback, and so there's usually a breakup. Okay, so this is okay, guys, and that's, but through her remaining in her true feminine energy and continuing to work on self, that gravitational pull will will really induce a fucking that spiritual awakening within her masculine, and where he strives to better himself. And when he feels like he's at that level of being able to come back into that energy, he will. Females are negatively charged, men are positively charged. That magnetism will pull them right back together, right? And he will come back, but through that process, she heals him. Okay, and then there you go. So if we are stay true, and now when I talk about masculine and feminine energy, I'm talking energy. Okay, it doesn't matter what vessel you're carrying that in, male, female, male, female. It doesn't even matter if you are a masculine female and you're with a feminine male. It's the opposite. It doesn't even matter. All right, or if you are male, but there's going to be that different energy usually. So anyway, hey, have a great weekend. I'll probably be back with more enlightenment, but remember, attract, don't chase, and yeah, heal yourself, man. Be gentle and kind to one another on this journey. Lift up the consciousness to a higher vibration, folks. That's what it's all about. Be true to yourself. Make sure that your words and your actions are in line with who you are. Do what you can to get by and not get kicked off the bus, but remain in your integrity with best intentions for yourself and others. Bye.